I don't know about school, said my 17-year-old daughter Hazel. We were somewhere near Toledo, headed west toward Chicago in her first year of college. I pretended not to hear. I don't know about school, Hazel said again. All I really want to do is ride around in a van and play music. I nearly drove off the road. For years, Hazel had accompanied me to gigs and recording sessions in whatever aged minivan I happened to be keeping alive at the moment. She'd moved with me from New York to Nashville and, in the wake of a brief, disastrous relationship, to Cleveland. Once, okay, maybe more than once, she'd shouted, "Why can't you be normal?" in my direction. But for the most part, she'd been a willing, uncomplaining ally who'd cheerfully stay with an array of friends and family members when it wasn't possible to come along with me. But this time it was her stuff in the back of the van. Garbage bags full of thrift shop clothes, an old 80s boombox she refused to part with, insisting cassette tapes would make a comeback, and a big black portfolio of drawings, paintings, and photographs. The powder blue Fender Mustang guitar I'd let her steal from me and a cream Dan Electro Longhorn bass were also wedged in there. I had split up with Hazel's dad years before, and she and I were close in the way single mothers and their kids often are. Sometimes we acted more like players in a buddy film than parent and child. We were close to the point where maybe I'd made the mistake of thinking I knew what she was thinking, believing that she was simply an extension of my own hopes and dreams, just like my own mother had done with me. And maybe one of those hopes was that she could be the one to live a normal, stable life. It was a little fantasy I held on to when I was flagging from the financial struggles and insecurity, as if such a thing as normal existed. All I really want to do is ride around in a van and play music. But I said, you can't do that. It's too hard. For a minute, I turned into my father. I mean, how are you going to earn a living? Like a ventriloquist dummy, I moved my mouth as the words I'd often heard my father say popped out. Money doesn't just grow on trees. Hazel has a way of asking the pointed question that needs to be asked without sounding bitchy. She looked past the crack in the windshield of our Mercury Villager towards Chicago and her future, but then she turned the headlights back onto my past, quietly asking, "Then how come you do it?" I used to dream that I'd have everything. Fame, cash, fancy home, my very own brass ring. I made some money last week. I live the life I choose. But I'm playing Pittsburgh tonight. I got the hometown blues. I left at 16 'cause I couldn't take more. Nobody tried to hold me back. They helped me pack and held the door. I've been around this world. I thought I paid my dues. But I'm playing Pittsburgh tonight. I got the hometown blues. Andy Warhol's dead and in the ground. It's the only way they could get him back to town. I lack self-esteem. It's a Pittsburgh thing. You just ain't worth nothing without that Super Bowl ring. Bad memories. They used to laugh at my shoes. But I'm playing Pittsburgh tonight. I got the hometown blues. feel like Carrie right before the bucket slip. See, I got a need to revive the bruise. So I'm playing Pittsburgh tonight, I got the hometown blues. Yeah, I'm playing Pittsburgh tonight, I got the hometown blues. Don't wanna play Pittsburgh tonight, I got the